Mitosis is a process that allows one cell to divide and form two new cells that are exactly the same. These new cells are called daughter cells, and each one has the same number of chromosomes as the original cell. This type of cell division happens in body cells, not in reproductive cells. Mitosis is important because it helps living things grow, repair damaged tissues, and replace old or dead cells. For example, when you get a cut on your skin, mitosis helps new skin cells grow to heal the wound. Before mitosis begins, the cell goes through a preparation stage called interphase. During this time, the cell grows in size, makes more cell parts, and most importantly, copies its DNA. DNA holds the instructions the cell needs to function. The copied DNA stays in the cell's nucleus in a loose form called chromatin. This step ensures that when the cell divides, each new cell will get the full set of instructions. The first phase of mitosis is called prophase. In this stage, the chromatin condenses and becomes visible as chromosomes. Each chromosome now has two identical parts, called sister chromatids, which are connected in the middle by a structure called the centromere. At the same time, structures called spindle fibers begin to form and stretch across the cell. These fibers help move the chromosomes later. The nuclear membrane, which normally protects the DNA, begins to break apart so the chromosomes can move freely. Next comes metaphase. In this stage, the chromosomes are pulled into the center of the cell and line up in a straight row. The spindle fibers attach to each chromosome at the centromere. This is an important step because it makes sure that each new cell will get the right number of chromosomes. The chromosomes must be lined up properly so that they can be split evenly. After metaphase, the cell enters anaphase. During anaphase, the spindle fibers pull the sister chromatids apart. Each chromatid is pulled to the opposite side of the cell. Once they are separated, each chromatid is considered a full chromosome. This step ensures that each side of the cell has the same set of chromosomes and will form a complete nucleus in the end. The next phase is telophase. In telophase, the chromosomes reach the opposite sides of the cell and begin to uncoil back into chromatin. Two new nuclear membranes form around the chromosomes, creating two separate nuclei in the same cell. The spindle fibers disappear. Now, the cell has two nuclei and is almost ready to fully divide. The final step of the entire process is cytokinesis. In this step, the cytoplasm of the cell divides, forming two separate cells. In animal cells, the cell membrane pinches in the middle to split the cell in two. In plant cells, a structure called a cell plate forms between the two nuclei and becomes the new wall that separates the two daughter cells. After cytokinesis, there are two identical daughter cells, each with its own nucleus and complete set of chromosomes. In summary, mitosis is a very organized and important process that allows cells to reproduce and make identical copies of themselves. It involves the careful copying and splitting of DNA to make sure that each new cell can work just like the original. Mitosis is happening in your body all the time, helping you grow, heal, and stay healthy.